I presume, being Cross Keys, you're also recording the call, are you not? So you're claiming to be from Cross Keys. Right, hang on, I'm just putting it on loudspeaker so the neighbour next door can listen for the other neighbour at the back there as well while I record the call.
Okay.
Right, I'd like let you begin then.
Okay, so the reason I'm calling is I had a message from one of my colleagues that you were hoping to receive some paperwork regarding the solar panels. So I was just hoping to check with you exactly what information it was that you were hoping to receive.
Well, the actual contract, a copy of the contract, which Cross Keys would have.
That you signed between for the panels to be installed.
No, I want the original contract that I signed for, that Cross Keys will have a contract for.
Fine. I can pop a copy out in the post to you. That's what you need.
And there's a time limit on the contract as well, isn't it? And ownership of the amount of energy that's coming from the solar panels, which is going to the national grid, is it not? Yeah. So that power would be powering Starmer's bunkers, wouldn't it? If they have to scurry down there in a hurry, seeing as Trump's just announced that World War III has begun.
So the way that the panels work is they generate electricity which you can use up within your household during the day. Any additional electricity generated that you don't use up within your property is returned back to the grid. That's correct.
Yep, I'm going to be investing on pit day. I'm going to be investing in a solar power storage unit.
Right.
They're not very expensive, but it'd be enough to keep a fridge freezer going through the night. Should the national grid get hit now, because he's already announced the beginning of the war. And I live near a US Air Force base.
Right, okay.
Right, so it's going to be over quick, which brings me to my next issue. Okay. I went to the doctor's yesterday, a very early appointment, because my mobility's getting worse.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Not a problem for me, because I simply don't care anymore. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the games going on around me. It's discreet, subtle, but I can see it. I can spot it straight away while someone else listens in. All right. And you're on loudspeaker, like I said, which is why I'm recording the call. And the neighbour can also hear from next door what I'm discussing.
Okay.
Right.
So that you went to the doctor's yet?
Yeah, so those calls also get listened into if I don't have any music or anything else on. Okay. So every time I have to give out my national insurance number to Pip, it's being overheard, isn't it? Right. So I phoned Pip this morning. Pip are now aware of what the problem is, and also those that have been playing the games are aware of it around me. All right, so they're just checking to see if their little spells and stress games are working and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. And it was all damage caused from inside prison by a botched state drug test.
Mr. Hobson,
they collapsed my vein, knowing it would kill me, and they done it deliberately. From that set-up court case with my next door neighbour. Yeah, I'm just saying that for this recording, while it's being recorded by yourselves. Talking to Pip this morning, they tried to tell me the amounts what I was due to be getting on this Pip payment, and I already had the number in my head from the previous number what was put in my account, which I'm not going to say out loud for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Right, and the number that I was told this morning by those same civil servants was not the same number. And they say, no, there has been no cuts. It's like, okay, so you're admitting civil servant fraud on the phone.
So, Mr. Hobson.
Right, so you're aware of that. So you're aware of that, because that pays for the spare bedroom tax.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, so civil servant fraud has just been admitted by the state The doctors have the proof of the damage the state caused when it tried to kill me in prison, and slowly and discreetly, so they can all sit back, observe and watch and see what happens, which is state torture, which I've said all along about misuse of the Investigatory Powers Act.
Okay. So,
right? So if anyone's withheld evidence for the original court case and not provided it to that said court, that conviction's being overturned because evidence was withheld for whatever reason.
Right.
And I was told by Cross Keys, no, you can't have that. It's got to be demanded by a solicitor. Well, the solicitor couldn't do it during the special measures during lockdown because I kept getting passed from solicitor to solicitor, and none of it was private because all communications was monitored. And so you see, evidence wasn't provided to the courts to make a correct decision. I've already proved the setup at the local post office. I've already caught said neighbour out the back being behind me trying to get a glimpse at my PIN number, and I said I don't want that old skank behind me while I'm at the till. Listen to me carefully, please, in this recorded call, because it's all relevant, right? When I went up after saying out loud that I was going to check my account balance, the said same neighbour was hovering about in the next thing, and it's all been caught on security camera.
Right.
The same as the setup court case incident outside the post office with Mr. Murphy.
Solar panels.
Yeah, I know, but I'm stating it for the same.
Unfortunately, I will have to terminate this call in a moment.
That's okay, that's okay. I'm being quiet now. I've got my words across to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to arrange for that copy of that agreement to be sent out in the post to you.
Yep, brilliant.
Early next week before I get a chance to send it to you.
Yeah, I could be dead in the meantime though, because of the what's happened, and we've got proof of now at the doctor's surgery. So if I die from a heart attack or anything, it'll all be proved, and everyone connected to that original court case set up will be convicted and going to jail, including anyone involved in Cross Keys.
Okay, all right. So I will get that information posted out to you early next week.
No problem, but you understand why I've said it all now.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Thank you kindly. Okay, no problem at all. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
That was apparently Naomi from Cross Keys Homes.